Okay, I didn't really get a whole lot of what I was trying to deal with, but this is gonna be the. I'm just using a CGA card now because my EGA card decided to give up on me. This one here, I have a feeling it's the something either in the ROM chip area or the connector piece up yonder here. Seems like it's bending a lot when I'm moving it around, and there really isn't any connection outside of the solder joints on the plug itself, which means that there is a decent possibility there might be some weak connection or something might be happening on the end of this thing. Freaking focus. Focus! But yeah, I mean, like this is, some of the chip was crusty and I reseated it and it worked for like a half a second. I tried moving it around, I don't know, jumpers and things, and just in case it was conflicting with the Quapple. But I got the Quapple in here. It's two 360K disk drives, which are attached to the Quapple into the Monster floppy disk controller. 1.44 meg and a 1.2 meg drive, just directed directly to the Monster FTC. This is only a 640 kilobyte RAM. There's a V20 and a ceramic 8087 that works at 8 megahertz. This here's my ATI Small Wonder from the Packard Bell. That came with the Packard Bell anyway. You might not even see that yet. I don't know if I posted anything, but the Packard Bell is it's having a little bit of a busy time. Here's a XTIDE. I don't know if the Quapple is going to be compatible with high density drives, so I figured I'd stick in these lower density ones. It'd be hilarious if I could use a Quapple with a 1.44 meg drive, but that'll be for like more experimental times. Right now, I just want it to work. So right now, only thing Quapple is doing is passing through the floppy drives, and it's passing through the video from the video card. It goes from the video card to the Quapple, from the Quapple to the monitor. So that part's at least working. I don't know if it doesn't like EGA. I was having issues with the EGA for some reason earlier, but then it turned out there was a issue. It looked like it was just an issue with my my cord, because I don't screw the cord in because I keep unplugging it and plugging it back in. But then I started getting alarms from this card once I figured that out and decided to go back to this card. And I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that alarm, so I'm just gonna have the CGA card for the moment. It's fine for the moment. I want to have an EGA card in here though. I could probably even try to get my all-in-one card in here again at some point. But this one here seemed like it was causing other alarm bells, and I figured better not to have too much going on in here because this is still only an XT system. It's like I could run VGA off. Then you can't have. There's no VGA pass-through for this card though, so you'd have issues with yeah. You'd have to have two monitors, I guess, because technically you could get you could just, instead of using the Quapple for a pass-through, you just have the Quapple operate as almost like its own video card, and then the video card goes to the CGA monitor, or in this case EGA monitor, if I can get this thing to actually do the proper color. Yeah, no, digging into the guts. Hopefully it's not something silly, but you know, hopefully I can get the Quapple to work. I still have to write the floppy drive for that and get the drivers on the system. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm gonna have a blaster board in here. I also ordered a dual game port card because I have some extra slots, I might as well use them. I see I have 2 slots there, or a slot there. I can use some of this for space, but at the same time, I'm running out of RQs too, so I can't really have a whole lot going on. But game port doesn't take any RQs apparently, so I can have a dual game port card in here, and everything should still run. Hopefully there's no interrupt issues, because technically the Quapple has a spot where you can use a joystick on it. Although that's a little bit tight, I might have to see if I can move that. Let me see if I can move the Monster FDC a little further out. If I want to try to do it that way, and I would need some space to do it for. Try to keep some space in here on the bracket, but I'm not sure how much that would be. And on top of that, I don't think I have ones that would support that particular mode of oh, I don't want no. Yeah, wires, get away out of here. Might be able to use this thing. This thing's supposed to be like a converter for Apple and IBM. So you stick joysticks in one way or something. It's unclear a little bit because it's not very well. So like it says here, it says to Apple. So here's a long cord that goes to a plug that has foam on it because it's got pins on it. You don't want to bend it, but that would plug in there presumably. And then on here you have joystick 1, joystick 2. That's not really a game port method. And it's presumably, maybe I just need to use the Apple joysticks. I thought this was supposed to be from IBM, though. At least that's what the way it seemed like, anyway. Or maybe this is from like Atari joysticks or something, maybe. I'll have to go double check what this actually is before I actually use it, but it's been a little hard to get anywhere with this as it stands because it's just so big and unwieldy.